You own a business, but that doesn't mean you know how to run a business. What? It is another skill on your entrepreneurial journey. You have to be intentional about learning how to run a business. That is why in this video, I am going to give you the key systems and characteristics that a real entrepreneur and business owner needs to have in place to have a well-oiled machine. But before we jump in, I'm gonna need you to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any wealth building information. Now let's just get after it. I wanna give you 3 key systems that you really need to understand about running a business. Even though you're the only person operating in that business, it's important for you to understand that every single business has departments. The very first department that you have in your business is the personnel department. That's a department that hires. So if you're the only person in your business, then you are the first employee that has been hired by personnel to work inside of your business. You gotta have employees to make a business go. The second department that you need to have is going to be your sales department or your business development department. This is a department that is going to enroll customers into your service. If you are not thinking about a sales department, you really do not have a business. So you gotta make sure that you step away from being the employee, walk over to sales, and maybe you're gonna do sales from 10 to 12, but you gotta understand that there is a sales department. The third department that you need to have is going to be the finance department. Why do you need to have the finance department? Because you gotta have money coming through the door. You gotta pay expenses going out the door. So the finance department, the accounting department is all about making sure revenues are coming in, making sure there's cash flow, making sure that bills are getting paid. So when you're doing that activity as an entrepreneur, realize I'm running my finance department and start really thinking about departments. Your fourth department is your technical department. That's the department that you're actually going to do the work in. So let's say, for example, in my business where I'm a tax professional, when I'm working on tax returns, when I'm helping people with tax strategy, I'm in my technical department doing what it is that I do. What if I were a social media manager? When I'm working on my client's account, when I'm posting on their social media, when I'm doing all of that, I'm in my technical department because I'm doing that thing for which I get paid for. The fifth department that you gotta have quality control. Why do you need to have quality control? You gotta step out of what you're doing. You gotta take a look back. You gotta make sure what you're doing is right because you wanna put out a good product. That is so important. Even if you go, you know what, let me check my work. Let me double check my work. When you're doing that, think about, I'm in the quality control department. I'm double checking my work. I'm looking back at that tax return, making sure that tax return was done correctly. I'm looking back at that social media post, making sure that those words are spelled correctly. I'm looking back at whatever it is that I'm doing. I'm in the technical department. The sixth department that you need to have is your PR and marketing department. Why is that? Because you always gotta be marketing. You always gotta be out there having good relations with the public. Even McDonald's markets, Coca-Cola markets. There's never going to be a time that you're ever going to stop marketing your business. The seventh department is your executive division of your business. This is where you're making your strategic decisions. This is where you're taking care of your legal matters. This is where you're thinking about how you're going to grow your business. You're looking at the vision of the company. This is where your board of directors is going to be sitting. So when you're taking some time out of working in your business and you're stepping out and you're working on your business, you're probably doing that in your executive division. When you are really thinking about how to run a business, you gotta departmentalize. That is one key system that you gotta put in place. If you start thinking like that, your business will start to grow like that because every company, I don't care if it's Google, I don't care if it's Apple, I don't care if it's Amazon, every single company at a minimum has all 7 of those departments. Out of all of those systems, The most important one is your sales and marketing system. Why is that the most important? Because as a business owner, you gotta get yourself to revenues. You gotta get income coming through the door. If you are not generating income, you have no business. So it's so important that you have a sustainable revenue model. What does that mean, revenue model? That means that, for example, I'm McDonald's, I make a hamburger. People are gonna always come order hamburgers. They're always typically gonna upsell with French fries and get a drink. That's a sustainable revenue model. I can repeat that over and over again. What is the way that I make money in my business? How does it repeat? And how can I do it over and over again? And is it sustainable? So for example, in my business, if I prepare tax returns, every single year in April, tax returns are due. What's my revenue model? I do tax returns. Is it sustainable? Yes. Is year over year over year. Can I repeat that pattern? Yes. I keep my clients coming back to me. You gotta have a sustainable revenue model. As an ongoing, growing entrepreneur, the majority of your time is going to be on sales and marketing. You may say to me, well, you know what, Carla, I don't want to sell. I'm not a salesperson. If you own a business, you are wearing the salesperson hat. I don't care if you call it sales. I don't care if you call it business development. I don't care what you call it. You need to make sure you are generating revenue. You need to make sure you keep your marketing going. I don't care if you cannot even take one more customer. You're never gonna stop your marketing because marketing is like a seed. You plant it and it grows. If you need marketing and you're just now planting those seeds, it might take them a long time to grow. Therefore, your business might end up closing its doors while you're trying to get it to grow. So it's so important that you really anchor down your sales and marketing. And if you got to choose where your money is going, it is going to marketing. Metrics. One of the most important things for you to have in your business is metrics. If you have people working in your business, or whether you're the only person in your business, you got to have some way of knowing how well your business is doing. So what is your KPI, your key performance indicator? Every department that I told you about needs to have a KPI, a key performance indicator. So if you're looking at your personnel department, for example, are my personnel happy? Are they showing up to work? How many personnel do I have? You gotta be measuring exactly what each department is doing. If I have my sales department, am I generating enough sales to cover my bills? You got to have a measuring stick of what each department needs to be doing, and understanding what the appropriate metrics is very important. If you can't measure it, chances are it does not need to be there. If someone says to you, you know what, I don't have a KPI, I just do a bunch of things, well, then that person needs to be gone. If you can't measure their work, then that work is not helping you. So your metrics and everybody that's on your team needs to be doing something to either hit your bottom line, make you more money, or free up your time so that you can do things to make more money. That is mission critical. Now I want to talk to you about characteristics of a viable business owner. When you are a business owner, you really do stand out from others. In order to be a great business owner, it's not just about the skill set. It is about mindset. You have to be relentless. What does that mean? That means that you cannot give up. That means that the first time you get knocked down, you got to get up. As Les Brown said, if you fall down, hopefully that you fall on your back so you could look up, so you could get up. That's so important because a business owner, you're going to get knocked down. You're going to get tapped out. You're going to get choked out. You're going to get knocked out. You're going to fall out. There's a lot of outs that are going to happen in the business. But what can't happen, you cannot give up. So you got to have a mentality of being relentless. You have to have a mentality of discipline. What does that mean? When everybody else wants to go party, you're prepared to show up for you. When everybody is saying, hey, it's Friday night, let's turn up, you're going to turn up in your office and you're going to do some additional sales and marketing. When everybody is out at the beach on a Sunday afternoon, where are you going to be? You're going to be on your laptop working because you have to be disciplined. You got to be prepared to put in time that others wouldn't even think about. A lot of people think being a business owner means that, you know what, I could work anytime. I don't have to work 9 to 5. You're right. You're not going to work 9 to 5. You're going to work from 5 to 5, from 7 to 7. You might work 24/7 because as a business owner, you got to have the discipline to put in the time to make sure that your business can go. And I know that Instagram makes a lot of people think that business is Insta, but it is absolutely not. I love to say that people see the glory, that they don't know the story. If you are able to maintain your business and keep it profitable for about a good 5 years and build your systems and processes, you may be able to back off the gas just a little bit, but you won't be able to back off a lot. The third characteristic of a business owner is patience. Patience. Because everything just seems like it happens overnight, we don't want to be patient. It's almost like people think business is about hitting a lottery. It is absolutely not. It is about every day, you against you, trying to do one more thing, make one more phone call, send out one more email, waiting long enough to see, is this email campaign actually working? Being patient. Too many times we are 3 feet from goal as business owners, but we want to give up because we don't want to be patient. We're looking for overnight success. There is no overnight success in business. There is none. I don't care what those people are telling you. I've been in business for a very long time. I work with a ton of entrepreneurs. There is no overnight success. They may all tell you that, but there is none because it takes time to really build a business. Now, you might make money overnight. You might get some profit overnight. You might get some sales overnight. I'm talking about a business. A business is an asset where you actually have other employees that are working for you, generating revenue that you can actually step away from, that is still going to be sustainable today, tomorrow, and next year, and 5 years from now. That's what I'm talking about as a business. Therefore, it takes time to get to that point. And it is not about the destination. It is about the journey because it's levels to business. And now that you know better, you got to do better. You know that as a business owner, you got to departmentalize. You know that you have to look at your KPIs. You know that you got to have a mindset of relentlessness, a mindset of discipline. You got to go into overdrive to make it happen for you and your family. You got to keep a one-track mind. I can't see anybody but Carla Dennis. If somebody else is over there doing something, I can't even see them because I have blinders on. And I need to be able to see you, like, comment, and subscribe so I can keep you updated on all things business, tax, and wealth building.